Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and we're bringing you episode number 225 of our Pokemon Crystal version randomized Nuzlocke here on the channel. As you just saw, a little bit of grinding going on there because we're about to take on Morty, the Ecruteak City gym leader here in Ecruteak City, of course, and we want to get prepared. Now, what am I doing down here underneath the burned tower, you might be asking? Well, here's the thing. So, I fired up the game, wanted to go test the levels of the wild Pokemon outside of Ecruteak City to the south. Turns out, yeah, we can get the team up a little bit higher. So I went to go and, actually, when I was leaving, I got dialogue. I wanted to show you this dialogue before I do the grinding. So, through the magic of video editing, you've actually seen something that has not yet happened for me. Crazy, isn't it? Anyway, I dug a hole here, too. I was shocked. Suicune raced by like a blur right in front of my eyes. I did put more thought into what those sounds were, by the way. We know, I believe it was Raikou is randomized to Gligar. Pretty sure I heard Diglett's cry for Suicune. So that's a thing. Right in front of my eyes. For 10 years I chased Diglett, and I finally got to see it. I'm all choked up. Chaz, I owe this all to you. Thank you. I heard that the legendary Pokemon of Ecruteak tests chosen humans by allowing them to get close. I'm going to track Suicune. Chaz, let's meet again. Farewell. So, I've been able to pinpoint Gligar, Diglett. Wonder what the Entei is randomized to. That I'm not sure of just yet. Now, I think this guy's new too. In the distant past, this tower burned in a fire, 3 nameless Pokemon perished, and a rainbow-colored Pokemon descended from the sky and resurrected them. It's a legend that has been passed down by Ecruteak gym leaders. Me? I was a trainer way back when. Alright, so, prepare for the grinding in 3, 2, 1, and I'm grinding. But we'll come back and show you the team recap in a second. So let's get into that team recap right now and see how well we did. Alright, so leading the way, we got Spike, our Houndour, with, at level 21, with the Mint Berry. Basically, I was trying to grab those apricorns down below, south of the city, and I had to throw some items somewhere, so Mint Berry. I'm going to probably take it, though, because I want to probably give something better. But Spike learned Bite during the grinding, which is awesome. We now have an offensive Dark-type move, so we got Bite, Ember, Smog, and Rock Smash. Very nice special attack at 47. Next up, we have Payong the Pichu. Didn't evolve yet. Hopefully, we're getting close, though. With the Persiker Berry, with Thunder Wave, Charm, Tail Whip, and Flash. Next up, we've got Omixark at level 21. Our Blossom, of course. Quick Claw for the speeding up during battle. We got Petal Dance, Absorb, Stun Spore, and Sweet Scent. Next up, we've got Fire Strike, our Golbat. Did you level up? I think you might have. Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, level 24 with the Scope Lens for the critical hit ratio increasement. We got Bite, we got Leech Life, Confuse Ray, and we've got Screech. And last but not least is, of course, Espika, our Quagsire, level 26. She has the Mystic Water to power up that Surf attack. Also has the Headbutt, Amnesia, and Tail Whip maneuvers. And stats are right there. Alright, so I realized too, after we do this battle, actually I'm going to take those berries right now. After we do this battle in the gym, I don't know if we're going to actually complete the gym today. Depends on what kind of opponents we're going to be facing, of course. But, oh wait, I got to check my items too. But, if we can defeat the gym, we're good for potions, in a timely manner, then we might be able to get a encounter in the Tin Tower. Where's the gym? It's over this way. Because we got to get the gym badge to be able to access the Tin Tower. Can't get the legendary at the top yet, but we might be able to get a standard encounter in there. Alright, did I talk to you yet? The trainers here have secret motives. What? If you win, they may tell you some deep secrets about Ecruteak. I must have already spoken to you then. Alright, let's get these battles underway. Let's see what they have in store for us. Can you inflict damage on any... Can you inflict any damage on our Pokemon? You know what I just realized? I think I had the old question of the day up on the layout earlier. Unless I put a question of the day up and came up with a new question right now. That's the problem with this movie magic I try to do sometimes. I lost track of what I was trying to do. Anyway, so, as I said, we might get a new encounter in today's episode. If we do manage to capture something and add it to our team, you folks out there have a chance to be named... Again, I messed up. You folks out there have a chance for your name to be used for that Pokemon that we catch. Just answer the question of the day, which you can see above the layout where Centric got knocked out. And you can go ahead and answer that question down in the comments. That is scary. I'm going to switch because that is a fighting type and we have a dark type on the field. Let's go Omixark. We should be able to handle this quite easily. So the question is, which Gen 4 Pokemon would you like to see next in Pokemon Go? Of course, there's still... I don't even know how many more, but there's still quite a few Gen 4 Pokemon that have not existed yet in the game. I know offhand, Shellos, Gastrodon, Hippowdon, and Hippopotas or Hippopotops or whatever you call it. I don't know how you pronounce it. Oh, we're locked into Petal Dance, by the way. But we are 5 levels above. I think you got this, Omniarch. Special Defense is your specialty. Please end your Petal Dance now, however. I would love to switch you off the field. Okay, we can handle even a critical maybe, I think. We should be fine, though. Should be the last turn of Petal Dance. Please end your Petal Dance now, Omniarch. If we all know what's good for us. Alright, let's get Spike back in. We do resist the Ember. Spike needs to experience more. That was scary. How am I supposed to expect an Entei to come in? We haven't seen you since Dark Cave, man. Alright, let's bite this thing. We are faster. We are 5 levels above. Flinch it? Nope. And we dodged that Leer. Awesome stuff. Good job, Spike. This is what I like. You folks, you viewers out there, you're working with me. We're working together to do this. We just took down an Entei. That is crazy. And then we have, to follow up with that Entei, we got a Spinarak. This can be Embered. You don't got no Mega Horn yet. Even if you did, you're part resist, part weak to it, but still, boom. Done. So we're going to go back and heal after this fight, even though there's one more Pokemon left. If there's one thing I know about Forretress, it's that they explode. But if there's 2 things I know about Forretress, it's that they're also super weak to fire. If there's a 3rd thing I know about Forretress, they learn Protect naturally. Okay. Now actually, we gotta be able to one-shot with Ember. I'm concerned we won't, and then it's going to blow up. Okay. I know you're probably out there thinking, what are you so scared for, Professor? It's a Forretress. It's double weak to fire. Yeah, but on the off chance I don't take it out, we could lose one of our Pokemon. We only use Ghost-type Pokemon. You are an absolute liar. No normal type attack can harm them. Now, did they all use Ghost-types in the original playthrough? On the non-randomized version? Because something seems to tell me they had some maybe poison types, some maybe dark types. I don't remember. Alright, so the first big threat is gone. Entei. Locked into Petal Dance with our Omniarch. Moving on. Clean slate, even though nothing bad happened, but it was scary. And I kept going for those embers. Oh boy. So for me, which Gen 4 Pokemon I'd like to see in Pokemon Go next? I actually have to try to remind myself, which ones are Gen 4? One sec. Stomped by our invisible floor? Defeat me if you want a hint. I already know what to do. You gotta walk over to the next person, walk in front of their line of vision. Boom! The invisible path is right there. You just can't see it. Alright, what you got? You got Togetic. That reminds me. Okay, so we currently have a Togetic in the PC. Can we handle you? One second. That's fine. Bite is actually special based in this generation. Togetic, you don't know what you're doing. Alright, so, question for you folks out there. As you know, if you watch the playthrough, there is some potential power. I'm actually very curious what its next metronome is going to give it. This is a risk, because the next move is not going to miss. Fortunately, we are immune to psychic attacks. Woohoo! Could you imagine? Oh, by the way, during the grinding, I was fighting a wild Togetic. What's with Togetic? Togetic are south of the city, to the east of the city, and this trainer had one. But the ones we were training up against down south, one of them used a metronome dynamic punch against Spike. What's with Spinarak? That's 2 here in this gym already. Weird. But anyway, so, as you know, down in the game corner, we have some potential power. We have Gengar, Typhlosion, or Lugia. And I said earlier, you know, we have the option of choosing one of those Pokemon to add to our team, or at least our collection, and being like, you know, I don't want to get one of each because that might be a little bit too much. Like, one free Pokemon should be fine. Excuse me. So, my question is, again, well, you guys have already left some comments saying that you would prefer Lugia. I totally get that. Makes sense. So, I might go back and get the Lugia. Currently can't use it because type-wise, it is flying type just like Fire Strike, so can't currently join the team. But, if I were to go back and get that Lugia, what do you folks think about this idea? As you know, what I've been doing is switching out into Omixark for safety, but I've been leaving the Pokemon in the PC in the order that we got them. In the case we lose one of our Pokemon on the team, I'm going to replace it with the first available Pokemon type-wise that can fit with our current team that remains. So, that being said, if I was to go back and get the Lugia, would you guys be okay, and girls, if I was to insert the Lugia into the point that we could have had it? Like, the encounter, I think it was a Swinub we got north of Goldenrod City. If we put the Lugia in the list above the Swinub, that would mean that's that much sooner to joining our team. Let me know what you think about that idea, because I could go back and do that next time we're in Goldenrod City, and we'll have a Lugia as potential backup. Because basically I was realizing we caught a Togetic to the east of Equity City, and technically being flying type, that puts Togetic above Lugia if I go back and get it now. So, we could have had Lugia before the Togetic, so we could insert it to the list timeline-wise before that. I think I've repeated myself enough. Let me know what you think. And we'll go with that. Where did Pokemon come from? Space. Some of them actually, maybe, I think. Perhaps. Possibly. I shall win! Shall you now? Potentially. I mean, I don't want to discount any trainers. You guys watched, and girls, the first couple episodes of this playthrough. Tyranitar in Gym number 1. That was a time. You know what we gotta do? We gotta get a TM that Payung can learn. Our little Pichu, because we're not really doing too much. I do have a TM for Thunder, and I checked it. Can't learn it. Because, of course, whatever attack it was, initially, that TM number has been randomized to Thunder, but it was a TM that Pichu cannot normally learn. So, when I did the randomizer, I think there was an option that allowed for TMs to be teachable if the Pokemon would learn it anyway, but I don't think I had that checked off, because I checked the TM. We cannot teach Thunder to our little Pichu, unfortunately. Even though it's not fully accurate, I would have loved having a stab offensive move on our Pichu to help with the level uppage. Alright, so we flinch out the Pidgey, we burn it down with an Ember. Spike is gaining some good experience. I don't even know what level you evolve at, but we do know you switch out at this point, because that is a very potentially powerful water type on the field. Omixark. Now see, this is where Thunder could come in handy. I did check the TMs though, and we could teach Hyper Fang to our Houndour there, Spike, which would be kind of an interesting move. It's not, you know, super effective against anything, but it does add some type diversity. The only thing it can't hit being a Ghost type, but we got Bite for that. And Steel type, well, we got Fire for that, we got Ember. So actually, Hyper Fang might not be bad. Probably better than Smog at any rate. Level 23. Evolution, perhaps? It might be too soon for an evolution, but you never know. Excuse me, lost! No evolution. The one who wants to win most will! Alright, so let's head over and take on Morty. Oops, I fell off! I'm gonna go heal. Quick way back. Nice little shortcut. Back in the Metroid Prime series. This just reminded me of that. When, in Metroid Prime 1, they had it really sensible. Like, you know how video games have bottomless pits that you fall into and then your character dies or whatever? Are any pits ever really bottomless? I think the idea is a pit is so deep that when you hit the ground, you're done for. So, I don't think there's any actual bottomless pits, but in video games there are. But, with Prime 1, Metroid Prime, they actually made it pretty realistic in the sense that there are no bottomless pits. You cannot fall straight down permanently in the game and lose a life. But in Prime 2 and 3 they had bottomless pits, which took away from a bit of the realism in my opinion. But that's a whole other game series. We're here with Pokemon right now. Morty should have 4 Pokemon. Let's see what we have. Good of you to have come. Here in Ekritique, Pokemon have been revered. It's said that a rainbow-colored Pokemon will come down to appear before a truly powerful trainer. I believe that tale, so I have secretly trained her all my life. As a result, I can now see what others cannot. Just a bit more, just a little more. I can see a future in which I meet the Pokemon of rainbow colors. You're going to help me reach that level? Okay then, we'll see what we can do to help out, Morty, if that is your real name, which it is. I'm on to your schemes. I'm gonna lead off with a seal. You have just sealed your fate, my friend. By which I mean you sealed Spike's fate, because we're switching. And you know what I'm actually not going to do? I'm not going to go for Petal Dance. Am I? I might, actually. Second thought. Because what are the actual chances of another Entei situation coming up? And because the odds are so slim, I want to jinx it. I want to test that theory. I want to see how bad can I put myself in a position by locking myself into a Petal Dance. Should be a 2-hit KO. Okay, critical hit. That puts us back a little bit, because if they do send a fire type, we still have at least one more turn of being locked in. Good job, Omxark. Would you look at that? It's not a fire type. It's a double resistant bug flying type. Can we at least get a critical on this thing? I wonder what this has. It might have Slash at this level, and it just used Focus Energy for high critical hit ratio. Okay, we're done with the pack. We're done with the Petal Dance. I don't want to risk Spike. I guess Fire Strike might be okay. I don't want to like super over level. You know, S-Pika has the best defenses, but let's try Fire Strike. We can bring in S-Pika if need be. Level 23 Cycle. You've got False Swipe. So it is in this generation. I don't know if it's a TM in this generation or not, and even if it was, then it might not be as far as our randomizer goes. Okay, we've been leered. Let's got Focus Energy up. You know what we're going to do? We're going to confuse this thing. And I should actually play the smart way and use my Screech. I've never used Screech, at least not for the longest time. Excellent, excellent. Too bad you can't critical hit yourself. That'd be sweet. Alright, Screech it up. Doesn't help our Bite, because Bite, as I said, is special. All Dark-type moves being special. But can you knock yourself out, please? Very well might. No, but I think a Bite drops you at this point. There we go. Critical Bite. Scope Lens. Thank you, good sir. Alright. Scyther was scary. Scyther is done. Phanpy coming in next. I think we get more training for Omxark. Yeah, it's only level 22, so we should get some more experience for him. Plus, Fire Strike's going to level up off this anyway. Do you think we'll see Fire Strike evolution? Of course, Golbat is one of those happiness evolution Pokemon, so if you're happy and you know it, flap your wings. I wanted to try to two-shot you, but I mean, I'll keep going for the Absorb. I don't want to, again, lock in on Petal Dance when something crazy might happen. What are the chances of both times something like that resistant coming in? Fortunately, they didn't have like Wing Attack or Bug Bite or X-Scissor, or most of these attacks don't exist in this generation, by the way, but I wouldn't put it past Pokemon Crystal Randomizer to throw something crazy in there. Apparently there's ROM hacks out there that people make that actually put older stuff in the, newer stuff in the older games. So Omxark level 23, Fire Strike level 25, no Wing Attack. I'm on Wing Attack. We could have locked in. Alright, what's with all the... There's a lot of Feraligatr in here too, you notice that? Don't flinch me. If you do, I should Stun Spore you. Alright, Petal Dance. Gonna do at least half. Maybe even 4/5. That's about 5/8. So I was close. Ah, the flinch. Alright, we gotta Stun Spore this thing. I would like to Stun Spore this thing. Awesome stuff. So, I shouldn't need to heal, because I'm pretty sure a Petal Dance does the trick. We are now faster thanks to the Stun Spore. And we still have a few minutes left for this episode. I think we can go for that encounter in Tin Tower. What if all this time has been building up to us getting that 6th member in this episode? Look at the experience! Nice. Leader Morty was defeated. I'm not good enough yet. Alright, this badge is yours. And some cash. And... other way. Right there. Right down there. Yup! Got the Fog Badge. By having Fog Badge, Pokemon up to level 50 will obey you. Also, Pokemon that know Surf will be able to use that move anytime. I want you to have this too. So, normally, Shadow Ball. It's been randomized. What is it? It's Submission. Use it if it appeals to you. I see. Your journey has taken you to faraway places, and you have witnessed much more than I. I envy you for that. So, who could possibly learn Submission? I think Golbat, or at least I know Crobat can get Shadow Ball. I don't know if Golbat would be able to. Imagine a Golbat using Submission. I believe maybe Spike could get it? Let's see who else. Just Spike. But I'm pretty sure once we get Crobat, unless it's only later generations that it can get Shadow Ball. I'm only basing that off of Pokemon Go, because I know my Crobat in Pokemon Go, McGinnis, has Shadow Ball. Phew, Chaz, you did great. I was cowering in the corner out of pure terror. I mean, it wasn't really that scary. The Entei was scarier. No, right, the Scyther thing. Forgot about that. So, a couple minutes left to go. Let's go and pick up a new Pokemon in the Tin Tower. And again, answer that question of the day for your chance to be nicknamed after this Pokemon. Now, what I've done starting from here on out is, if it's a Pokemon that cannot join the team right away, I'm not going to nickname it, I'm going to put it in the PC. As we add Pokemon to the team, I'll nickname them after people that have left comments. But if it's a new Pokemon to add in, I'll check the comments and see who we can name it after. Chaz, it's Gene. I got time to chat? Would you be my practice partner again sometime? I'll be waiting on Route 34. Should you take it a little easier on me next time? Well, you're going to be waiting quite a while, because until I get Fly, I'm not doing these rando challenges. I got stuff I do. Speaking of which, the Tin Tower awaits. Where is it? Right over here? There it is. Alright. Well, yeah, I don't think I answered my own question. Oh, the guy's gone. Who would I like to see in Gen 4, or Gen 4 in Pokemon Go? Basically everybody. Oh, God. It's late at night. We train at the Burn Tower, but we've never heard of a hole opening up there before. It must have been deliberately made by someone. Tyrone did it. Astounding. Suicune, Entei, and Raikou, or, rather, Diglett? Skarmory, I believe. Andrew Warren left a comment saying that it sounded like Skarmory. I couldn't quite place the sound, but I did pick up on Raikou being Gligar. So yeah, I guess that's what we have to look forward to. Kind of funny, the flying and ground typings have sort of spread throughout the three of them. Weird. They've risen from their sleep. Is the legend coming true? Maybe. Wait! Ah! Tin Tower may be entered by those bearing a Critique's Gym Badge. However, now that Suicune, Raikou, and Entei have risen, I ask you to refrain from entering. Okay, no encounter here. Time is now up anyway. Cancel that. Stop that. There we go. Alright, well, we can't get a new encounter today, but we'll be doing that and starting that in the next episode as we make our way down towards Olivine City and adding another Pokemon to our collection, hopefully to the active team. But for today, why am I at the gym? If you guys and girls enjoyed today's episode, feel free to let me know by clicking the old like button down below. As always, thank you for watching. I will make sure to save. We are good. If you want to see any more episodes of the Pokemon Crystal version Randomized Nuzlocke, link in the description, link in the outro to the playlist. You can get caught up on all the adventures thus far, including the very rough start we had the first time through. Clean slate. Anyways, if you want to see some more content from Professor Chaz, feel free to subscribe if you're not currently subscribed. Also, you can join as a member for some members-exclusive perks, which, again, this weekend I'm sitting down and making sure I get caught up on stuff like that. So, we're going to get back on track with that. And if you want to see other content from myself, check out my Twitter, my Instagram. I post a bunch of cool little photo shoots of Pokemon Go, trying to get some neat angles and stuff. I've seen people snap repeated photos of a Pokemon up against their wall, just to get Smeargle. That's all well and good. I want to try to make really cool looking photos, and I'm doing that actually every day, basically. I was also, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but I was interviewed for our local Uptown St. John, it's called Uptown Mugs. I got mugged, as people say, but I'm talking about what I'm doing there with Pokemon Go photos and trying to snapshot parts of the city with like the highlights and the landmarks and stuff. It's just fun. I like doing that. Anyway, All that stuff is over on my Instagram and my Twitter. So, that is it for today. Thank you folks for watching. Professor Chaz is signing off, and I'll catch you next time.